sports newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the third year in a row.
Time and temperature, brought to you by your local Honda dealer.
Coming up on News Channel 6, 2 people are dead and 1 in the hospital after an officer-involved shooting at a gas station in North Augusta. We'll have the latest for you as your news at 11 starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Well, good Sunday evening to you. I'm Kim Vickers. Thank you so much for joining us. Our coverage you can count on begins with the continuing investigation into an officer-involved shooting at a popular North Augusta convenience store. 2 people are dead after that shooting at a Sprint store off of Edgefield Road. Francis Floresca has more.
Details are limited, but the Aiken County Coroner's Office tells us this was an officer-involved shooting at that store on Edgefield Road in North Augusta. 2 people were pronounced dead at the scene. Their identities will be released after their next of kin have been notified. We spoke with one man who lives near the scene and was driving by when it happened.
We was coming to the store and we seen the crime scene, so we stopped. I do feel like it's safe to live, but you got crazy people in the world, so you just never know.
The suspect was taken to a local hospital. No officers were injured. In North Augusta, Francis Floresca, WJBF, News Channel 6.
The investigation into the shooting is ongoing, and we will bring you more details as they become available. 2 people were shot outside of a bar in Augusta last night. It happened around 11 p.m. at the Finish Line Cafe on Wrightsboro Road. Richmond and Columbia County deputies responded to reports of a fight and gunfire. 1 victim was driven to the hospital. The other stayed on the scene where a deputy used a tourniquet to save their life. Both are now in custody. New details in Allendale. A man wanted for assaulting an officer is still on the run. We know now that it started during a traffic stop. Carlton Lamont Priester refused commands, locked his keys in the car, and walked away. He then assaulted a female officer and fled. He was last seen on October 21st on Oakland Drive and faces assault on law enforcement and resisting arrest charges. Call the police if you know anything. And it's time now for a quick first check of your forecast with meteorologist Avery Gray. Avery, now Hurricane Melissa is about to pummel Jamaica. Does it look like she's going to hit the United States?
Yeah, thank you, Kim. Right now, Hurricane Melissa is a very dangerous hurricane for those in Jamaica and the Caribbean islands. But right now, we're not seeing that storm come towards us here in the U.S. Although great news for us, a very devastating storm that's going to cause catastrophic damage to Jamaica. Taking a look now at our live Viper 6 radar, you can see we have a ton of light rain across the CSRA. Those rain chances are only going to increase as we head into this week. Looking at our Cherry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over downtown Aiken, you can see those trees going with the breeze, and we are pretty breezy outside, and that's all thanks to a wedge that's in effect. Temperatures right now across the CSRA, 51 in McCormick County, seeing 57 down in Sylvania, 58 here in Augusta, dew points 42 degrees, that moisture only increasing. We have quite the breeze going on, a little bit on that windier side outside with wind gusts around 27 miles per hour. You can expect those temperatures to be very low this week as we have that wedge set up into place. I'll have more on that in just a bit. Back to you, Kim.
All right, Avery, thank you so much. Well, today was the final day of the Georgia-Carolina State Fair. The fair was closed last year due to Hurricane Helene. This year, they welcomed back guests. Francis Floresca made it to closing day.
10 days of rides, food, and games. Families are spending the final day soaking in every last moment of fun. From funnel cakes to cotton candy to roller coasters, many say it's a tradition they look forward to year after year. So tell me why you're excited to be here at the fair today.
Well, the reason why I'm excited is not only because there are a ton of rides, but also that roller coaster behind you, that's my most favorite ride.
The slide. We just walk around and eat. I want to go on the fair wheel. It would have to be lemonade.
The crowd, but we need the crowd to come out.
And if you're not ready for the fair fun to end, the Columbia County Fair opens on Thursday in Grovetown. In Augusta, Francis Floresca, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Well, it was a night full of fun, frights, and sweet treats in Aiken on Saturday. The Aiken Family Y hosted its annual Halloween Trail and Festival earlier last evening. Kids got to enjoy trick-or-treating, face painting, field games, and even arts and crafts at the YMCA. One organizer told us how this tradition started. This is just our Halloween trick-or-treat trail. One of our former employees here, she started it about 3 years ago. We just continue to keep it on. It's a free event for the community. Anything that we can do to give back to our Aiken community, Graniteville, we're going to continue to do it. It's a free event just for families to come out and have a good time. The Halloween trail was a safe and spooky celebration for all. Students at USCA will soon have more hands-on learning opportunities thanks to a new grant. The South Carolina legislature approved $8.2 million to go towards renovating 3 labs in USCA's science building, which first opened in the 1970s. They'll also add new labs, which will support their Savannah Riverside facility on campus that leaders opened back in August. The goal is to help students be more prepared to enter a growing industry in the Palmetto State.
South Carolina is a growing area in science and engineering, and this hub, particularly in the CSRA, is a very much growing cyber and engineering hub. Now these kids can come here, train in Aiken, and work in the region, and these kids often will stay here.
Renovations are expected to take a little more than a year. USCA could see a final product by the end of next year or early 2027. Williams Memorial CME and Payne College students took a stand against violence on Saturday. They came together to host the End the Cycle Students Against Violence. The event was open to the public with the goal of getting more people to join the movement and help stop the violence in the community.
We're here because there's too much violence and not enough change. We want policies that put safety of students and families first. We're calling our leaders to listen to our voices of youth, because we are the ones living the reality, and we deserve to feel safe in our schools, our parks, and our streets.
Stop the violence! Stop the violence!
The rally was held at the Williams Memorial CMA Church on 15th Street in Augusta. Wednesday morning on Good Morning Augusta, we kick off a 3-part series about youth violence called Saving Our Children. It's coverage you can count on. Georgia Public Service Commissioner Tim Echols made a campaign stop in...
We are desperately in the need for rain as our drought monitoring indicates a moderate and severe drought in some areas. I'll let you know if any rain is still in the forecast after the break.
The weather, it seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on. Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device. The Rooms to Go store mobile app is now even better. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here is an update on Hurricane Melissa. Still a Category 4 storm with wind speeds of 145 miles per hour. That pressure is dropping. It is still expecting to strengthen. You can see it currently. Outer bands affecting portions of Jamaica, and Jamaica is still right in the middle of that forecast cone. Forecasted to become a Category 5 storm as it makes landfall, as the eyewall of the hurricane makes landfall on Jamaica 8 a.m. Tuesday with wind speeds of 160 miles per hour. That continuing to move out towards the Atlantic Ocean away from the U.S., but a very catastrophic hurricane that is headed straight towards Jamaica. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers at this time as they prepare for Hurricane Melissa. Taking a look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Camp over downtown Aiken, you can see it's a beautiful night, a clear night, a very chilly night. We do have a breeze coming as well. It's 58 degrees, overcast skies. That's going to continue as we head into this week with a wedge in effect. So here's a look at that satellite and radar. You can see that high pressure system, a very strong high pressure system up in the northeast that is causing cold air damming, or otherwise known as the wedge, to take place here in the CSRA over the next couple of days. This low pressure system as well also bringing us some rainfall and some added moisture from the Gulf, which will increase our rain chances as we head throughout this week. Temperatures around the CSRA already starting to see a temperature gradient as a result of that wedge setup. 51 in McCormick County, 57 down in Scriven County, 58 here in Augusta. So you can see that where we are closer to the Appalachian Mountains, we are seeing those cooler temperatures in effect. Now, because of this wedge setup, we are going to see increasing wind speeds as well. 24 will be your forecasted peak wind gusts for Monday, 28 on Thursday. So overall going to be a pretty breezy next couple of days. Here's a look at our precipitation trend and what you can expect. A 90% chance for rainfall come Monday, 40% Tuesday, 60 on Wednesday, 20% by Thursday. So here's a look at that future cast, and you can see that overall scattered storms in nature by 3 a.m. in Monday, but we will start to see more widespread rain enter into the area by 7 a.m. as you're headed out the door for work. That's going to continue until 10 a.m. and then it'll become more scattered in nature throughout the afternoon and then into those evening hours, just seeing a light drizzle from 6 until 11 p.m. come Monday. But this is very beneficial for us because we're expecting anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across the entire CSRA, which will help alleviate some of those conditions of the drought. And this is until Friday. So throughout this week, we're expecting a great temperature rainfall difference. So here, low overnight temperatures dropping all the way down to 38 by Saturday, but still not enough for that first frost, which should be below 36 degrees as you're headed out the door. Make sure you grab that umbrella because it is going to be rainy all throughout the day and quite chilly. Grab your rain jacket as well. Lows tonight 52, highs tomorrow 59 degrees. And here is a look at that 10-day forecast where you can see overall pretty gloomy conditions as that wedge stays in place all week long until around Thursday, and then Friday will be dry by the Halloween.
That's great. All right, Avery, thank you. Well, Doctors Hospital of Augusta has a new graduate medical education space. A ribbon cutting ceremony was held earlier this week. Doctors can now train medical graduates through a residency program. It's located in the Heart, Lung, and Vascular building. The new space will have a simulation lab to represent service lines within Doctors Hospital. It will also have study rooms and lounges with showers and lockers.
We know that there are not enough physicians in our community and that there are a lot of unmet needs for healthcare services across the CSRA. This new residency program represents an opportunity for us to help bolster that future generation of physicians and make sure that our patients here at the hospital and our community across the CSRA can have access to quality health care.
The first class of residents arrived July 2026. Well, we're going to take a live look now at the nation's capital as the pain from the government shutdown is growing, now well into its 4th week. We look at what some are expecting to happen next when we come back.
Morning, Carl.
Yeah, absolutely. And I gotta say, go Pats in Drake, we trust. I'm so excited.
Biggest Patriots fan I know you
I
are.
love it. All right, Gabriel, thank you so much. Well, thousands of kids and creatives turned the beach into a gamer's paradise. See how their sensational sculptures help level up arts education. Up next.
With 40 years experience,
Morning, Augusta. Over the years, thousands of people have gotten their hands on one. And who knows, you could be next. Win your very own Good Morning Augusta coffee mug at WJBF.com/coffee club. Sponsored by Honda Cars of Aiken.
Well, at Ocean Beach in San Francisco, creativity went into overdrive for the Leap Sandcastle Classic. Students, families, and local pros teamed up to build towering video game-themed sculptures, each one helping raise money for arts programs in Bay Area schools. A winning combo of teamwork, talent, and a little sand. That is so cool. My sandcastles look like a 3-year-old in my kitchen. I know, it's incredible. Look at those.
That's pretty creative.
I mean, if I can get a lump of, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it's not beach weather for us here. We have very gloomy weather, but Friday, Halloween, a spectacular forecast, 64 degrees, a bit on that cooler side, but dry.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That's our time for now. Make sure to tune in to Good Morning Augusta for all the news from overnight. Have a great night.